Hello and welcome to the Herrington Carmichael Employment Law Update for December 2016. My name's Alistair MacArthur, I'm the head of the employment team at Herrington Carmichael, and for a bet you'll have spotted I'm wearing a Christmas hat because this is our special Christmas edition of this update. As normal, I'm going to be giving you 4 key things for this month. So let's start. The autumn statement happened at the end of last month, and there were several employment law changes associated with that, which came from Philip Hammond, Chancellor of the Exchequer. First one is the changes in the tax levels and the level that tax applies. So the personal tax allowance of £11,000 was increased to £11,500 for tax year 27-18, and higher rate tax will now apply from £45,000 in 27-2018. National living wage was also increased from April from £7.20 to £7.50 per hour. We also saw changes proposed to salary sacrifice arrangements where fewer benefits are going to qualify for the enhancement through salary sacrifice. Moving on to the cases. In the case of Bandera and the British Broadcasting Corporation, we see a case where there's an inappropriate final written warning issued to an employee. The Employment Tribunal considered this and placed too great a weight on the final written warning, which hadn't been issued correctly. The Employment Appeals Tribunal then reviewed it and stated that actually a different level should have been given to the final written warning in a dismissal process. So what does this tell us as employers? What we need to do is, even in a warning situation, make sure we follow the correct processes, make sure it's issued correctly, and make sure that actually the employee is aware of how long that warning is going to be in place and for what conduct it applies. Next, the case of Grange and Abellio London Limited, which tells us very clearly that the onus is not on the employee to take their rest breaks under the working time regulations, but it's for the employer to make appropriate arrangements to ensure rest breaks are taken. What should you do? Make sure your employees are taking their rest breaks. It's pretty simple. And this Christmas, spare a thought for those low-paid workers who are coming round and delivering all the Christmas presents to you. In the last month, we've seen several investigations taking place of large employers, and in particular Amazon, who are underpaying or potentially underpaying their drivers when they're delivering items. What does this tell us? Pay, working hours, arrangements in relation to travel are still hot topics in the employment field. If you work in those sectors, make sure you are looking at it very carefully and you're paying people the right amounts. On behalf of myself and everybody at Herrington Carmichael, I would like to wish you a very Merry Christmas and a very prosperous New Year. Thank you, and we'll be back in January.